Welcome back to my channel. The subject for today's discussion is who are Adityas and who are Daityas. We all know the Prajapati Kashyapa, who is the Manasaputra of Brahma, had many wives. In the sense, he married all the daughters of Prajapati Daksha. So, one of his wives is Aditi, the other is Diti. Along with them, he also married Vinata and Kadruva also. So, Kashyapa with Aditi had sons called Adityas. Kashyapa with Kadruva had sons called Daityas. Kashyapa had a son called Garuda and Aruna also, of course. With Vinata, Kashyapa had all the snakes as sons with Kadruva. So, right now the subject is that of Adityas and Daityas. So, naturally, Adityas are sons of Aditi. And who are these Adityas? This subject is very complex and confusing. So yesterday I explained you about certain rule. In fact, this is the rule for an energy emanation ion to be an Aditya, to become an Aditya. So the rule for an energy emanation to become a sun or Aditya is that it should be both a square and a cube. So the following series satisfies the condition. 1 is both 1 squared and 1 cube. 64 is both 8 squared and 4 cube. 729 is both 27 squared and 9 cube. 4096 is both 64 square and 16 cube, and so on. The series goes on, but we are interested only till here. Since 27 squared is considered feminine, the next real sun would be 16 cube. So 7 cube is not really a sun, but just an intermediate trisun, in the sense 7 cube plus 3, 7 cube plus 1 is equal to 744, which is equal to 4 cube plus 6 cube plus 4 cube. So it enacts, the 7 cube enacts the role of sun before 16 cube could actually take over. So that is about that's about the suns, the quality or qualification to be a sun. So in that series, we have the Prathama Aditya is 1 cube, Dvitiya Aditya second sun is 4 cube, Tritiya Aditya is 9 cube, Chaturtha Aditya is 16 cube. So out of 16 cubes, only 4 were basically Adityas. 12 more, the remaining 12 were Daityas. So, but still, this 9 cube, we cannot consider 9 cube as a pure sun, because the reason being 9 cube is nothing but 27 squared. 27 itself is basically 3 cube. This 3 cube or 27 is supposed to be feminine aspect of nature. Chandra is supposed to be feminine, and the Surya is supposed to be masculine. 3 cube, which is actually considered the, or it has a name sin also. because basically this is how through Rahu and Ketu, if you remember, the original sin entered this world. Ketu is chaos and Rahu is the positive aspect, but uh, because he was a part of the original sin, probably he is considered feminine. 3 cube is considered feminine. And Rahu is, of course, the ascending moon. Ketu is descending moon. So that way, Rahu is a good aspect, but, comparatively. But Chandra, who causes the basically uh, black and white thing. Basically half of the month he is white, half of the month he is black. So Chandra is supposed to be basically feminine, and in fact the number 27 is also the average menstrual cycle of a woman. So this is also silver. Basically silver is compared to moon, whereas gold is compared to uh, sun. So anyway, this 3 cube is 27. This Chandra is considered feminine. So Chandra square this is. So Chandra, this being Chandra square, this is 9 cube is not really considered sun. It is feminine sun. You can as well say our core energy coming from the core of the galaxy, Milky Way galaxy, is the energy aspect is feminine, but there is a sun, the supreme sun, in the form of 16 cube. So now let us see who are Daityas. So Daityas are of course sons of Diti. Kashyapa had sons that called Daityas with Diti. So this is Pradhama Daitya. Pradhama Daitya is 2 cube, because though it is a cube, it is not a sun. Prathama Daitya is 2 cube, Ditiya Daitya is 3 cube. So basically these are the negative aspects. Daitya is nothing but Rakshasa. These are Rakshasas. So Tritiya Daitya is 5 cube, Chaturtha Daitya is 6 cube, Panchama Daitya is 7 cube, Shat Daitya is 8 cube. So after 9 cube, 10 cube, 11 cube, 12 cube, 13 cube, 14 cube, 15 cube are also Daityas. So the only suns here, we have pure suns, we have are the Agni 1 cube, our Surya 4 cube, and of course 16 cube is the ultimate sun. That I mean in our the to the extent we can imagine and comprehend, this is the supreme sun. Yeah, so that's about that slide. And now the second topic, before going to the second that topic, let us, when we say swaha, these are in fact two different subjects. When we say swaha, swaha can be divided into 3 syllables: sa, va, ha. Sa is the 19th letter emanation. It divides into 119 parts and supplies energy to the material world. Va is 23rd emanation, is mother of material world. In fact, Va itself is material world. Ha is the sun. So all the energy supplied by sun is divided by Sa. So when the energy comes from sun, it divides into 119 parts and by Sa, and those 119 parts are swallowed by Va. Va is nothing but 23rd emanation. In the material quantum world, material quantum world, whenever we say the firmament, when we say, you see, I told you about how the basically the matter formed. In the beginning, there was only gaseous state. Then we had liquid state, then fluid state, then we had the solid state. Solid state is earth. First gaseous state is Agni. Then we had the air is fluid state. The third one was, of course, earth, solid state. So it was, for first one is the tetrahedron. Fire was tetrahedron, air was octahedron, and earth was cube, and water was icosahedron. Then life itself is dodecahedron, right? Life or ether. So all the energy supplied by sun is divided by S into 119 parts and swallowed by W. In the material quantum world, Mahatala is ruled by 3 cube Chandra, Patala is ruled by Shukra, 2 cube Shukra, and Garbhatala is ruled by 1 cube. This is Agni actually. Agni, or the planet itself is called Buddha, but it is the Agni is the ruler of Garbhatala. But Buddha had his own son. Buddha or Agni. Agni had, Buddha is a planet, right? That's true. I got confused. Here it is Vayu. Vayu is 1 cube. Vayu is 1 cube. So 1 cube is the son of Shukra. So Buddha's son is Agni. So Buddha has his own son 1 cube Agni. So the energy supplied by 4 cube sun is mostly absorbed and converted into material of Mahatala. Of course, ruled by Chandra. Patala is ruled by this Shukra guy. So ruled by Chandra and Shukra respectively. So that is the meaning of Swaha. When the energy comes from, all the energy coming from the sun is completely Swaha. Ha is swallowed by W through S. That's what's the meaning of that. And let us go to the next topic. Here, just now I explained the Daityas and Adityas and how they basically who does what. The Daityas swallow the energy given by the Adityas. So if you start from this Garbhatala, basically there is an underground this thing. There you have a sun. That sun is basically Agni. So the very first one, Garbhatala, has its own sun. So it doesn't matter. It has energy supply. But the 0th level, or the Mahatala 3 square, basically the talas are the squares and the cubes are Adityas, are the energy suppliers. Not exactly, as I have just now explained, there are only few suns, only the one cube, 4 cube, and 16 cube, which will be above here. This cube, you are seeing this blue cube is in fact the P. This is the letter P cube. This is this whole thing. So only 4 suns we have in this diagram, and rest are Daityas. So these talas, the first tala 1 square is Garbhatala. Garbhatala has a inner sun So one cube, so it doesn't need energy. Then comes the Mahatala. Mahatala is ruled by Shukra, and this zeroth firmament needs energy. And then 6 square. This is basically the path. There is the Patala. Patala is ruled by the other way around. This is the uh, this is this is the Patala, and this is the Mahatala. Mahatala is ruled by Chandra. I will show you. Yeah. This is Mahatala. Mahatala is ruled by Chandra, and the one Patala. Patala is ruled by Shukra. Yeah. The Garbhatala is ruled by Agni, of course. So Agni is a good guy. Is a Aditya, but Shukra and Chandra are basically Daityas. And they absorb the light. This regular sun is here, Surya, the 10 squared. So this 10 squared guy is the Surya. 10 square is nothing but 6 squared plus 4 cube here, right? It's not visible here, I think. 6 squared plus 4 cube. This is the fourth cube. That fourth cube guy is the regular sun, and this Chandra and Shukra absorb all the energy given by sun. And this Mahatala and Patala go on getting denser and denser. They accumulate matter, energy. All the energy is converted into matter here. And this, of course, the last one, Garbhatala, has Agni as sun, so it doesn't need energy. So these two are the Daityas. Shukra, Chandra and Shukra are the Daityas. And then, of course, our regular sun. And then we have, in the fifth level, 5 cube, we have the Rudra. 5 cube is Rudra, 6 cube is Kaliya. So that Kaliya guy, also this Rudra and Kaliya are also Daityas, because they absorb energy. Even Christ, as I have just now explained, Christ, 7 cube plus 1 is 4 cube plus 6 cube plus 3 cube, 4 cube. So he has 4 suns extra apart from the 6 cube guy. So it has around 3 suns, 1 3 cube and 1 5 cube as Daityas. 2 Daityas and 3 Adityas it has. This 7 cube. So this guy, the Christ guy, is by positive. Otherwise, there is no real sun up to P cube. P cube, this blue cube you are seeing, that is a letter P. That P cube is the supreme sun. Below that, 7 cube is a temporary tri-sun, in the sense it has 3 suns in it, but along with 3 suns it also has 3 cube and 5 cube. So this is not a pure order basically, but these two, 6 cube the Kaliya, 5 cube the Rudra, are entirely Daityas. So now you see, I hope you understand. The light comes from P cube. P cube is the ultimate sun, that is 64 square. That from that 64 square, light enters, comes here through this chimney like the thing. It enters our earth, right? Here we have this is the earth, right? This is the earth, ground floor. So 0 is the Patala. This is the Mahatala. So these are crust of earth. This is basically the Vithala. Vithala is a regular earth, our ground. this is underground, this is even lower Patala. And so light comes from here, from the ultimate mother, BA, I mean the next Sophia, Sophia to Z, the Z, intermediate God, and Y, the Ya, X. In Hindu terms, you can say this is basically, say Z is Marichi, Y is Ya, Layakara, or Shiva, you can say. X is Daksha, and P is basically the father of father of all uh, beings, basically. So this P cube, uh, P itself, this is P square actually, but apart from P cube is the actual sun, not P square. So that P is next level, and from P it gives energy to this 14641 guy. 14641, just now we have seen 7 cube. 7 cube is nothing but 4 cube, 6 cube, 4 cube. So this together they make 344. So this guy is not entirely order, pure light being, pure light being. He does have 3 cube and 5 cube in him. So that is this is that level Kashyapa. Kashyapa is, of course, he has, he fathered all the snakes as well as birds. So one of those guys is Garuda, of course. Garuda is 15 squared. 15 squared has a brother 6 cube, right? 15 squared and 6 cube. So this is basically, this guy is Garuda, and let me check if I have that figure. Yeah, no. Okay. So this guy, once 15 squared is formed, that is the Garuda guy, and this is basically, as we all know, this is the Vasuki guy. So here it divides basically till Kashyapa, they are united. Here it divides into birds and snakes. So birds always are the good guys, and the snakes are, of course, bad guys. They always fight each other. So that is Garuda stage, Garuda and Vasuki. And then the lower world starts. The lower world, in the sense, from here to here is the our world. From here to here is the underworld, right? This is the present world. This is the past world, you can say, or this is the future, you can say. This is pure energy. This is 2/3 positive. This is 2/3 of energy is here, and it is potential kinetic energy. 1/3 of energy is converted into this lower sphere, that is material. So and we can clearly see why they 1/3 of the heaven fell down. 1/3 of the heaven was kicked out, and they formed this hell, the hell we are living now. I told you many a time about this. So this is the basically the material, purely material world, or it ends up in W, the firmament. Whatever energy pours in from here, it is converted, ultimately converted into matter, right? And of course he is the Kaliya. Kaliya is the ultimate darkness. Kali itself is dark in Sanskrit. So Kaliya is the Lord of darkness, or the time lord, They call it by many names. So so he gave energy here. Kashyapa had two sons. These are the two sons, Garuda and Vasik. Garuda is the one with wings here. It will develop wings there, and this guy is a Kaliya. And after that, the actual pyramid had nine floors and 13 steps. 9 floors and 13 steps. So right now there are only these steps. If you count, there are only 91 steps, but down the line, not even down the line right now, because we are living in the, as I have explained yesterday, in this 33rd, from 33rd to 34th we are going. In fact, the firmament was 33, now it is 34. So earlier we had 33, 137, in the sense 7 floors and 13 steps in the pyramid. Now we have 9 floors and 13 steps, and ideally the very next is, this is also in the making, 9 floors and 14 steps. So this 34 is what I'm talking about now. So it has 9 floors. So 9 floors, meaning one sun and two moons. One sun is 64. Moons come together, 54. So 64 and 54 make 118. So this whole pyramid is basically 118. I told you lot of times that this is nothing but basically from here the light divides into 118 parts, in fact 119 protons, 119 parts, and it supplies energy to this whole pyramid. This whole pyramid consists of 118 steps. Right now they are 91, and that is 13 sevens, but down the line, and not even down the line, right now we have two moons, one sun and two moons, so 118. That means this has one. If we build the pyramid right now, it would contain, these steps would be not 91, but 118 steps it will have. So basically it comes, the light splits here, and this 121 is the Garuda guy. 121 splits into 121, in the sense this is a different notation here. You see, this is basically, if you watch my previous videos, this is called the tree of knowledge, whereas the other one is tree of, it goes down like this, the tree of life. So the between lives area is here. So from here, either you go up or you go down depending on your karma. So anyway, so this guy, a 121 divides into, loses some energy, gives off energy and becomes 120, and 120 gives off energy and becomes 119. 119 supplies energy to these electromagnetic, 119 is nothing but electromagnetic radiation gives energy to this whole pyramid. Okay, this whole pyramid, it supplies energy to. Now coming to the 11th is basically our present world. 11 is the present world. This world, the basic Tala, not Tala, actually mother will be the Ganga, the 10 square. 10 square is nothing but the holy water. 10 is ordinary water, or 10 square is holy water. She is a mother, and Rudra is a kind of father. So this 11 is our present sphere. In this sphere, the sun is of course Surya. So we are in this sphere. This is basically the Patala. and 11 is nothing but it represents our present world. So one is basically the Mahatala, ruled by the moon. So one is basically the Chandra is basically the lord of night. Surya is basically the lord of day, and together these two together report to this guy, the Rahu guy. So the Rahu Tala is here. So he is boss of these two, and this guy Chandra commands these two. The what do you call Mahatala and Garbhatala report to Chandra, and Chandra and Surya report to Rahu. So, and 11, till 11 we covered. One is, of course, the domain of Chandra. 0 is domain of Shukra. And -1 is domain of Agni. This, as I told you, this last domain, though it is the last one, they have an inner sun Agni, Aditya, so they do have light. They the energy, they don't need much energy. So most of the energy is absorbed by this Chandra and Shukra guys, in the sense the Mahatala and Patala. Mahatala and Patala are the ones which absorb most of the energy. Okay. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Is there anything else I missed out? Yeah, this is the one. Okay, this is the last one, I think. So yesterday I have given, not yesterday, I think in my other previous video, gave the mantra for the new, how the new mantra should be. So I call this Brahmamitra Rana Krishna Prasada Uvachita Chaturvinata mantra. So it's so big. Brahma Mitra Rana Krishna Prasada Uvachita Chaturvinata mantra. So the only change we have made here is from Om we change it to Aum, because the diphthong Au is in place now. M is obsolete now, so M is replaced by N. Jana, because the earth is, instead of earth, we now replace it with Jana. The Na world is nothing but, as I have shown you the other day, this is Na is 14th world, Ma is, M is 13th world. So we have entered this world, 14th world. So basically, the M is replaced by with N, and the other one is M is replaced, Bur is replaced with Janam Loka, and above Janloka this is the Brahmaloka. So that Brahmaloka, what we need to pray is, whom we need to pray is the God of the Janaloka and Brahmaloka. Instead of Swaha, I called Twaha, because Sa divides the light into 119 parts. We don't want to divide the light into 119 parts. We want to retain the light as a whole, as 120. We do not want to go to 119 and divide here, as I have shown you. Here you see this 121, we don't want to divide 121 into 119. We want to retain 121, rather 120 only. 120 and 121 and above we will consider as the present age. That should be the basically what you call Vardhamana Kala, we can call it. So it should be, this is the ideal mantra. So Twaha Tat Tabitur. Sabitur, here we have Sabitur. Wherever you have Sa, now it should be replaced by Ta. Wherever you have M, it should be replaced by N. Wherever you have Earth, it should be replaced by the 14th Loka, Janloka. And above is Brahmaloka. So that is what all I made, what all changes I made, and rest is very much the same. So let's I think, let me check if I have missed anything. Yes, I think this I have prepared yesterday, but I didn't discuss about this. When we say crucifixion of Christ, crucifixion of Christ is nothing but binding the sun within constellations. Our sun was surrounded by 12 in past, uh, 12 constellations during the old age, or the Sanatana Yuga. At present, in the contemporary age, or Vardhamana Yuga, he is surrounded by 13.5 constellations. In the sense, 13th constellation Ophiuchus is already visible. Ophiuchus is a constellation having a man holding a snake. That is the Ophiuchus constellation that is already visible. So we have 13 zodiac signs, in fact 13 and a half zodiac signs, and he will be surrounded by 14 constellations in the coming new age or Nutana Yuga. In the sense, from 12 constellations, we are graduating to 14 constellations. Right now, it is 13.5, but in very near future, it will be 14 constellations. So it is nothing but when we say this is when we talk about the Christ. So here, Christ is nothing but Christ. The very word Christ is not, came from Greek word Christos. Christos means the anointed one. Anointed one in the sense, it is not a single person. It is just a title. So, the Christos of the Garbhatala, the first inner world, is one cube. So, he is the Christ there. And then the Christos of the present world, the present Vardhamana Yuga world, not even Vardhamana, you can say Sanatana, because in Sanatana only sun is the son of Osiris and Mary, right? Om. The child was son. So this fourth cube is the second Christos. Christos is nothing but anointed one, and this one cube is nothing but, I'll show you. Do I have that? Yes. This Antarbhanu, the first Christos, is the son of inner world. The son of inner world is Antarbhanu. That son is the Christ. And one cube is surrounded by what? Two, right? 1 squared plus 1 is 2. So this 2 contains the sun. So between two lokas, this guy was crucified, kind of. This guy was bound in this the, what do you call, the sphere. This small sphere enclosed the sun. That is basically, it has this guy was literally crucified here. So that was the first sun. That was the first sun. Then this is our sun. This is Vitala. This is our sun. This sun is surrounded by 12 constellations now. 12 constellations, not now, earlier. Now, right now, this sun is surrounded by 13.5 constellations and going on 14. So, in very near future, we will be able to see 14 constellations, not 13. 12 as we have had earlier. So that is the meaning of crucifixion of Christ. And of course, next next guy will be this guy, right? Next guy will be, third one will be the 9 cube, but 9 cube being feminine, this is the next Christ. So does it make sense now? This is P. P cube is the next sun, but right now we have only P. P meaning 16 square. Why? Because this guy will become the next Christos. But he is not yet Christos, but because sun, because he is not a cube. He is a square. P is square. That is the meaning of the basically the Chiro symbol of the Christian world. See, you know the Chiro, right? Chiro, how Chiro looks like. Chiro. Chiro. This is the Chiro symbol. So there is the letter P. That is P. P is not the sun, but it is a square, energy emanation only. But through this energy emanation, this is basically the sun, right? So that sun is crucified in between 13.5 or next it will be 14. Earlier it was 12. So he will be crucified surrounded by 14 constellations, and that is why we call it crucifixion. That is the meaning of crucifixion of Christ. So we can say in the future, P cube, in the very far future, P cube will become the Christos. The fourth Christos, third Christos being Sophia herself. The fourth Christos will be P cube. That guy will be the next sun. 4096 will be the next sun. He will be crucified between how many constellations? That we have to see because we have to go check for that. In fact, where is the 64th emanation? 64th emanation. This guy is the 64th guy. He's here. So 31 constellations. Probably he will. He will be crucified by 31 constellations. In the sense, he will be surrounded by 31 constellations. That's what it means. So yeah, that will be the ultimate sun. I think I covered everything now. Let me check if there is anything pending. Structure, crucifixion, this one, and Swaha also we have. I have explained. This also we have discussed. This also we have discussed. That's it. Okay then. Thank you very much for watching my video. Let us meet some other time. Thank you very much. Bye.